This is unit number 2, video number 8, and we're going to deal with nomenclature for non-fixed charge metals. So what that means is we're going to start to deal with metals that don't always have the same charge. So when they form compounds, they can take many different charges. So when we go to look at those in the periodic table, they're going to kind of start right here, and we're going to go across, we're going to call these transition metals. We're going to go across here. Now we know that this little triangle over here, aluminum, gallium, indium, cadmium, zinc, and silver have fixed charges. But we can keep going over here. We even go over into this column, into the lead and bismuth column. And those are going to also be considered non-fixed charges. So that means that the charges in those can change. So if we look at an example of those, we're still going to follow the same rules as type 1, but we're going to add in how to identify the charge. So if we look at iron, for example, and we're going to take 2 different types of iron, 2 different of the ions, maybe iron plus 2, we're going to react it with oxygen, and then we're going to say we know oxygen has a -2 charge, and we're going to take iron plus 3, and we're going to also react it with oxygen. Okay? Now, the problem is if I were to just write iron oxide, how would I know which iron I'm dealing with? Okay, these ions are very different in nature, and they'll have different different properties within each of the ions themselves. So what we're going to use to identify the charge on the iron is Roman numerals. So we're still going to state our metal just like we did with type 1. So it's still going to be iron. Okay, and we probably should check our charges before we do this, but iron is +2, oxygen's -2 here, so we just need 1 of each. So it's going to be iron. We're going to need to represent it with the 2. So in Roman numeral, we're going to write 2, and then we're going to still do the same for the nonmetal. So it's still going to be oxide. So iron 2 oxide. Now for here, for iron +3 oxide, we're going to have to, when you balance this out, you end up getting this. Okay, so iron has a +3 charge. So in order to represent that iron has a +3 charge, I've got to write it. So we're still going to have iron, but instead of a +2, it's a +3, and we're still going to state our nonmetal just like we did before, iron 3 oxide. So these non-fixed charges are still going to follow the same rules as type 1, but you need to make sure you are identifying the charge of the metal. And we identify the charge of the metal by using Roman numerals.